I told her we'd be back. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newly repaired KSS Alicorn. I sent up a repair vessel, you can see Mr. Fix-It there in the background, and after flashing the firmware on the flight computer, we now have full control of the vessel again. We have rotation, engines, and we now have a nice little this attached to the comms network. It'll let us control the system on a more scheduled basis when we're far away from contact to things. But this won't be an issue because this is a manned capsule and our current plan is to go to Joule. I've decided that we're going to set up a presence on Joule, and the KSS Alicorn is going to be the linchpin of that system. This time, we're not going to get everyone out of the ship. I think that's what caused it. Everyone left, and the ship never really figured out that there was people back on board. But in any case, we've got it pretty much fueled up. Let's see, we have 5105 meters per second of delta V left. And I think this is a pretty good place to leave. This is a good high up orbit to go from. So I will join you when we have a intercept course for Joule. See you then. After further consideration, I've decided that we're going to Duna instead. It's closer, that's all there is to it. And after missing the transfer point a couple, 2, 3, 5 times, we're finally ready to make a burn. Let's go. Start that up. Take a look at our orbit. I'm a bit off on the transfer point because I'm a further out orbit. I have a further out orbit, so it's harder to get where I want to be in the orbit and have the planet where I want it to be at the same time. So right now I'm just kind of winging it. I'm gonna burn and hope for the best now. It's kind of working. And by that I mean it's not working at all. Yeah, I goofed and our orbit is sticking pretty close to what we have because we're going just straight out of the planet. We need to fast forward until we're actually in interplanetary space and try that again. You'll note that I am using the flight computer that came with my comms system. I'm just using it for the basic functionality. I'm using it to get to prograde, to retrograde. I'll probably use it for the normals. That's about it. I'm not going full mechajeb here, but I do like having that option. I do like having that functionality. Makes things simpler, and when I screw up, it's because of something really interesting, not because I couldn't hold the prograde. So now we're burning again, moving out towards Duna, hopefully. I'll actually be very surprised if this works, but as I've said in the past, the Alicorn has a lot of delta V. It can recover from pretty much any screw-up I do. Yes, we missed the encounter. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to burn prograde to raise my periapsis to about where Duna's orbit lies. And hopefully after a few orbits we'll have something presentable. I can show you that and say, oh yes, aren't you clever? I think I just saw an intercept. It was somewhere around here, I think, so I'm flipping over to retrograde to see if I can't find it again. We're on target now. Burning it. Okay, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Kill engine, kill engine. Prograde again, and flip around a couple times until we can get it. Yeah, this is the trial and error school of astrodynamics. It's not a very popular school because it doesn't really work. Space by the seat of one's pants. There it is, there it is. Oh, that's barely there. Can I solidify that any? What if I do a normal burn? almost onto normal. Yeah, there we are. That seems to be decreasing the periapsis, so that's good. Okay, and now it's solidified up. Now let's burn a bit more, see if you can't, how far down we can bring it. Okay, that's about the limit of that. I'll join you when we get closer. And we're getting pretty close now. I'm gonna bring the warp down now. Bring the warp up now, because we weren't all that close. Okay, now I'm gonna bring the warp down in. See what we got. And there we are. What's our geometry look like? Okay, it looks like we're going to be coming a bit below it, but it could be worse. I've seen a lot worse. Let's see if we can't sight Duna visually. Not having much luck. Where is that planet? Honey, where did you leave the planet? It's right where you left it, dear. Oh. Okay, so if the sun's there, we seem to be inside from where it is. So, are those it? Or are those just stars? I don't know. We'll just wasting too much time on this. Let's move in. Periapsis coming in pretty quick now. Periapsis is here. Retrograde, activate. We can turn off the rendezvous now, because we're here. We don't have to rendezvous with anything else. And let's begin our burn. Orbital information. Eccentricity is dropping rapidly. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. So we're about to get an orbit pretty soon now. And if this is the retrograde vector, that means the planet should be along this axis, so we can see it. Oh, we have an orbit now. Yeah. Let's look at the planet later. Let's fix our orbit now. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's bring it in a bit closer. I want to be about at the orbit of Ike. That's a bit too close, but oh well. Now let's see if we can't find ourselves a planet. Wait, we can just assume the radial negative attitude, and it should point us directly at the planet, which is handy. Oh, there's the planet! Doy, that's right there. I forgot to look down. Well, there she is. Let's get closer. So as I was setting up the orbital insertion burn, this happened, and I'm thinking it'd be pretty cool to be in orbit of Ike. No real reason, it's just fun. So let's bring that in closer. And slow down, slow down, slow down. Retro, retro, retro. Go, 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 machine, faster. No, don't go like faster, but turn faster. I want you to go slower. That's the entire point of the turning. Now, go slower, go slower, go slower, go slower. Whee! This could also be used as a good leverage to adjust our orbit around Duna, but I don't feel like doing that. I feel like doing this. So that's what we do. That's how we do. And cut that. And fast forward that. Forward faster. Even faster forwarding. Yeah, there we are. You can really feel how much less gravity there is in this entire system, because looking at the size of this orbit, if I was around the moon or Kerbal, I would have not have had to warp that hard to get to the periapsis in a reasonable amount of time. And we're still not there. I have to warp a bit more. It just feels a lot lighter. Everything just feels more squishy, which is not a really good thing you want to say about your spaceship. But in any case, let's throttle down. Well, throttle up to bring the apoapsis down. You know what I mean. Yeah, there we are. We now have a good solid hub to begin our operations around Duna. Yep. One more thing before you go. Right now I have over 500,000 Kerbucks. I've got enough standing missions, standing routine, that I can make as much money as I want. I can beef up the communications network. I can run missions to the moon and back, or whatever. I can do simple little things that make me money, but you don't want to see that. You've seen that already. So here's my thought. Let's just assume that I'm doing all that. Let's assume that I'm beefing up my ComSat network, that I'm running to the moon and back on a regular basis to make enough money to bring you interesting things. I'll still keep some sort of books. I'll still display a balanced total at the end, but it won't be so tight bound. It'll let me do more fun stuff like this, and it'll make it more fun for you guys to watch, I think. And of course, I'll still design everything with efficiency in mind. Everything will be as cheap as possible, but I won't limit myself because I can't think of a way to make money on this. Because like right now, I just wanted to go somewhere. I decided to go to Duna. Now we're at Duna. Maybe I can make up some justification for this. Maybe I can't, but I don't want to be limited by that factor. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you want me to play it realistic or if you want me to get a bit more fast and loose with the budget. Leave a comment, leave a hate mail, leave whatever you like, and I will see you next time.